interface I'm talking about is the UA Volt 176. Glory to God, welcome back into the channel. My name's Raul. This is Lifted Noise. Today I'm looking at what is got to be my favorite interface so far, as far as any of the interfaces that I've used in this whole time period of doing this music production thing. And I go through a lot of gear, so I have experience with a lot of gear, just trying to find the perfect, I guess, workflow, amount of features for myself, and I guess the best possible sound. And so this interface really has everything I need in it and nothing I don't, no extras. And that's just kind of how I am. I don't like to have stuff kind of laying around that's not getting much use. Before using this, I was trying out a MKII Onyx 8, which is actually a great sounding mixer. I love it. The EQ, it's got like a 4-band EQ and like a sweepable mid, and that sounded great, like really does. But it was kind of bulky, so I packed it up. I'm gonna ship it back over to ZZOUNDS, who really been looking out for me so far, you know, even since the beginning of my YouTube channel. About my first MPC live with them at like $250 a month. Yeah, ZZOUNDS is a great resource. So if there's anything that you ever see on my YouTube channel that you want to pick up, you can find the links in the description. I got a wish list right there where you can go look and see everything that I use. Aside from that, I want to just kind of look at this interface. This isn't like a full review or nothing, but I want to look at it and tell you what my situation is and how I use it and why I love it so much. The interface I'm talking about is the UA Volt 176. This interface has one mic preamp, which is all I need because I'm just doing vocal songwriting for myself in my studio in this little corner of my living room. And then aside from that, it has no other inputs other than MIDI in and out, which is actually very useful. All right, so the dope thing about having the MIDI IO on the USB audio interface is that I can get sound out of my computer. So if you're like me and you're standalone, you don't like to use the MPC in controller mode, and you just you have a preference for doing kind of dollars beat making. But the reason for that isn't just like, oh, I gotta weigh out whether I can afford a computer or an MPC standalone. Maybe that's the case, but if not, and you do have like some sort of tablet, even a phone, even your phone can be used as a sound module. So right now I currently have Contact on my tablet. I got a Windows tablet, and I have the MIDI out of the MPC plugged into the MIDI in of the UA Volt 176. So I'm able to control Contact. Here we are. I'm in Pad Perform, and I can use the MPC to play chords and still have the power of virtual instruments at your fingertips. So, but coming back to the main reason why I purchased the UA Volt, most importantly, it has the one mic preamp. I don't need more than that. It's just me in my bedroom corner studio doing Lifted Noise. But one of the features about it just takes it over the top for me, and that's the built-in one-button compressor. So I currently have it activated on here, and I'll go through and turn it off. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to cycle through. So it has, this is the vocal compressor preset, and then you have guitar, there's a fast attack, and then just off. So this is off. As you can hear, my vocal, it's not as sounding as present because it's not the compressor isn't activated. So as I activate it, you can hear my voice a lot more clearly, and I really appreciate this just going into the MPC. Now, MPC does have built-in effects in the compressors. I usually put a compressor on the insert, but as is, it sounds pretty good, and I just like that going in. It's just one thing about being standalone is you do limit yourself to options, because I mean, the MPCs have a lot of options, but having a computer, the options are kind of endless. So another kind of tactics for me in getting things done, or attempting to get things done, is making those decisions. And so just printing the compression on it and getting the vocal closer to the finished product, I think is important to me, because otherwise there's just a lot of tweaking going on, just trying to change parameters and stuff and get the perfect sound. But if you can get it sounding right going in, I think that's most inspiring for me, just to hear my voice to an instrumental and start writing, and it's close to where I want it to sound to that end product. So this interface is compatible with the USB in the MPC. So if I plug it in, it's recognized, and you can monitor and record audio through it. This is actually not my preference. I actually prefer to power it through the wall and just use it as a mic preamp. But then of course there's that one benefit, like I showed earlier. If you plug it in, if you do have a computer, you plug it into your computer, then your computer becomes a sound module, and you can start sampling and sequencing MIDI through some virtual instruments. So that's the benefit of using that. And then on top of that, I prefer to be able to monitor my audio through the MPC out rather than through the same audio interface. And the reason for that is that I can hear myself with the compression or effects that I put on in the insert on the MPC. If I use the audio interface and I monitor through that, then I'm gonna have to do some sort of a blend. I'm gonna be hearing the, you know, kind of dry audio as far, and also the wet processed audio. And that's just not my preference. I like to hear it, like I said, close to what it's gonna sound like. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in my approach, but I just appreciate being able to monitor myself through the out of the MPC while my mic and my sound is going through the UA Volt or any other audio interface. And maybe this is kind of left field for most people. It's like, why would you do that? But it would be nice if you could choose your USB audio and your input, your outputs and your input separately through the USB. So like you can use your USB audio device without any other plugs, just plugging in the power through your USB, you know, hub on the back of the MPC, and be able to record in that way, but still monitor through the headphones. But the way that it works now currently is if you select your USB audio interface, it bypasses the physical outs of the MPC, which I don't like. I think that could be better. Just throwing that out there, see if any of y'all agree. Those are basically the reasons why I like this audio interface. I think it sounds great. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do a little rhythm and poetry test, and just end it that way. All right, so this is a portion of a song that I'm working on for some music I want to release. Finally, actually have some completed music with lyrics. So here we go. Just check it out. Yeah. Huh? Check it out. Come on. It's Raul. Lifted Noise. Be an inner space astronaut. Go for that walk. It's a giant leap for any man. Don't ignore your thoughts. That's toxic. Gotta learn to understand there's many things that I can't change. It's out my hands, it's providence, God's plan. No need to be ashamed, we all make mistakes and we can change. Be the difference that you wanna see. It's not about religion but relationship. Too much division in this world, let's take a trip into the stars of the universe, that's us. Just think about it. Sometimes I feel like I was born on Mars, an alien to this culture. But when I think about it, these aliens are these vultures. They got us mining for the gold. They want yours and mine because they ain't got no soul. And that's about all I got. There it is. Just a little excerpt of something I'm working on. Hope to finish it. So I appreciate y'all. If you found some value in this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It's the best and most inexpensive way of supporting the YouTube channel. Monetary ways in the description, affiliate links. Like I said, I got some drum packs, some sample packs. I've got some merch all up in there. So I appreciate y'all. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do highly recommend this audio interface. If you need more than just the one mic preamp, they have other versions. The UA Volt 176, 276, I believe. I don't know. I got it mixed up. Just go check it out. I got a wish list of all the gear that I use, and I appreciate y'all. Like I always say or have been saying, success is not a destination, it's a movement. So keep on moving and run with your dreams. Peace.